Good evening once again, everyone. Good evening, Doyin. Good evening, Aishat, and every other person on the call. Aishat was like the first person to join the call. Thank you for being prompt. Yeah, so my name is Faith Oyeneye. I'm a product manager, but I didn't start as a product manager. I started as a digital marketer. And for like 5 years, I've been practicing digital marketing alongside, learning about product development and all that. So in 2021, I did a training with Seamless HR on product management and coding. And from there, I continued developing myself in product management. So yeah. Then I also am a UI UX designer. So I'm also a UI UX designer because at my place of work, we design website for people. So before we present the website to them, we design like the UI and also the prototype and all that. So I did that. There was a time I wanted to like be a full UI UX designer. I was really pursuing it. All right. I did that for a while. Then I was like, okay, let me just continue this product management. So and there's this new trend of when you're a product manager and you have like a digital marketing background, there's an edge. So people are not really employing just people that know product management. So if you have skills like digital marketing and you have skills like UI UX design, it gives you an edge. So I was like, okay. So I have digital marketing skill, I have UI UX design. So let me pursue a career in product management. Yeah, so and here we are today. So currently I'm the product management lead at BCT Limited, the software development company where I lead a team of product managers and supervise things that have been done, software development, website design, mobile application designs and all that. So that's what I'm currently doing. So when I saw the invite from doing, I was like, okay, let me jump on this opportunity to share my skill. I'm someone that loves teaching. I'm passionate about impacting. So I love impacting people. I actually studied English education in school because I wanted to teach. I wanted to be a classroom teacher, but I got to realize that the reality of Nigeria, just being a primary school teacher and all that, you don't make that much. So yeah, some people say money is not the goal, but if you don't really have that money, there is you really need to make that money, right? Yeah, so I just felt like, okay, how will I do what I love doing? So I gained these technical skills, these tech skills, and instead of me to throw my passion for teaching and impacting under the carpet, I at any opportunity I see to impact lives, I jump on them. So at a point I was teaching digital marketing and also now I'm teaching product management. So yeah, that's why we are here today. So thank you. My slide may seem a little somehow. Yeah. I put them together in a rush because I just put to bed, but I don't want that to like as I'm holding my baby and I'm typing, I just use the template on Canva to just do something fast. Yeah. So let's move on to class. Yeah, introduction to product management. Please, as we are learning, if you want to say something, if you have a comment or anything, you can note them down and we can interact at the end of the class. I'll try to make the meeting very short so that yeah, we can stick to time. So okay, let's dive into what we have today. I love this concept that Doing has in mind and what is currently running is doing a great job, is doing a fantastic job. Not being paid for this and is all out doing it is really a great one. Well done, Doing. And it's like a really great one for him to like say, okay, I want my team, I want my community to have a product management understanding. This is something that is scarce, and it affects a lot of product designers because they don't really understand the concept of product management, and you will see it show in their dance in whatever they are doing. So you guys have an edge. Having this understanding, it's puts you at an edge over those that are just designing, those that are just doing prototype and just designing. So we'll see why that is important today. So what is product management? So yeah, product management is the strategic process of guiding a product's life cycle from ideation to development, launch, and beyond in order to meet business goals and the user needs. So I'll take that again, that product management is a strategic process. So it's a strategic process, it's a step-by-step process. Don't just say you are doing product management and you do a lot of documentation, you do a lot of you do a lot of strategic thinking, strategic planning. At my place of work, before anything goes out, it has to go through me. If it's a document we are sending out, if it's anything, everything has to go through me for vetting and we work a lot with documents, work a lot with plans. So product management is a strategic process of guiding a product life cycle. So don't mention something about the PRD document and all that. So a product manager, when you are doing a strategic planning for a product, you have to do what we call a PRD. So when we get to terminologies and all that, we'll know that better. So even at the process of planning that document, that's the product requirement document of, you get the brief from the client and you translate it into simpler terms that everybody, the stakeholders can understand. So you so the life cycle is even from the ideation process, from when the process was being ideated. So some people come to our company, they'll say like, I want to develop an app that can, transport people or teleport people to Mars and all that. Someone just come and give you some ideas. They just say what they want. But I was in a meeting at a point and the man was like describing, it was just as if he's in another world. He doesn't have a document to give us. He was just saying his vision and how he want the product to look like. So I was just taking notes. I and my colleagues were taking notes, and our work is to go back, from that ideation process to develop it into something that everybody can understand, write the requirements, write everything, the functionalities of, and what is achievable. Some people just tell you they want to build this, the thing should be floating, the white should change to black and blue and to red and all that. So yeah. So from the ideation process to creating the document to the design to development, launch, and even beyond the launching aspect, the marketing aspect of product management also. So that's why I said now companies are not just looking for people that have product management skills. They want, hello, can you hear me? I saw a notification on my screen. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. So they want someone that can work with the marketing team to market these products. There are some companies, especially Nigerian companies, that they like working with minimal budget. So as a product manager, you should, when you have a skill of the skill of marketing this product, taking this product to the market and ensuring it sells, is also under product management. So in order to so the strategic process of guiding a product life cycle from ideation, development, launch, and beyond, in order to meet business goals and the user need. So you want to meet the business goals or the product goals. Some products, the goal may not even be to make profits, may just be for information or communication. So for example, design that we can have an application just to track our progress and all that. So we are not making money from that product, just want to use it. So whatever the goal of that product is, the product management is ensuring that that product meets the business goals and the user needs. Now, understanding the role of a product manager. Who is a product manager? A product manager is the visionary of a product. So even though you get the vision from the client or whoever gave you the brief, you as a product manager, you are the person that carries this vision. The software developers, the front-end developer, the back-end, even the UI UX designer, the product designer may not be able to may not really have that holistic vision. So you are the person that define the product purpose and the direction for them. So you call meetings, you sit with them. There are times I have to go and sit with my paper, tell them, okay, this is the product, this is the vision, direction of this product. So you are the visionary, you are the person that have that vision at heart. Then as a product manager is also the person that strategize. So you prioritize features and create a roadmap. So if a product can have millions or hundreds of products, sorry, hundreds of features, you are the one that will prioritize, okay, these are the ones that should go, that will come in the first stage, that will be launched in the MVP. As the MVP, you are the one that will prioritize, okay, what are the necessary must-have feature, nice to have features. You know, there's some client that tells you, okay, you have to do this, put this in the application. The application should have some notification that this thing. So you're the one that will tell them that, okay, before, if we are going to design this thing, this feature alone, you know, there's a feature that I've worked with developers, and I know there are some features that for them to develop just that feature. So there was a time last year we were developing an application for a verification company. They want us to do verification like an app that when they go and verify people, they can get their thumbprints and all that, facial recognition and all that. So the developers have to tell me that this facial recognition is something that it will take is a project that, you know, it will take this, it will take that, and the money to do that is a lot. So as a project manager, you prioritize the features that are very important and create a roadmap in achieving all those features. So you have a list of features and place them in order of priority. So you are also the one that executes this these projects. So you collaborate with your team members, with cross-functional teams, your designers, developers, marketers, in order to ensure that these products get out there, this product is delivering what it was supposed to deliver. So you also get feedback, you gather feedback from clients, you know, even before the products, before you even start designing the product, the product manager, we even send survey out there to gather, you know, feedback from people. So some people come to tell you, or you yourself, you are thinking about a product and you think in your mind, you think it's something that will fly, you think it's something that will sell. You know, there was a time where somebody brought a product to us that we should develop it. It was a very beautiful idea. The man was like, we have to do it. It was our leader at that time. We wasted 3 months doing this project. Another CEO now came on board, now gave him a task. Okay, go and do your research. We didn't do research. I was telling him we have to do market survey. It was like, this product will sell, it will sell, it will sell. When we took this product idea to the manager, to the board, they started throwing a lot of questions. So have you done your market research? How many percent share does this product have in the market and all that? So the product manager is someone that, you know, gathers all this feedback even before the product, before you start building the product, before you start designing and all. So the mistake we did at that point, we didn't do any research. It didn't also do any research. It was like, this thing must fly. It's yeah, the idea is so fantastic. So you need to gather feedback. So we were just doing that for like 3 months, and at the end of the day, we had to terminate that project because there was no potential for it in the market, according to the research that we made. Then performance metrics. So you have to measure the product success. How are people engaging with this product? Do people like it? What are people saying about it? What's the feedback from people? then retention, then revenue. How much are we getting from this product? If the product was made to bring in revenue, the business have, you know, have they've pumped 12 million, 50 million into the project. They've gotten grants and all that. So how much are we making at the end of the day? Every month, how much are we making? So then also, as a product manager, you need to have good communication skill, decision-making skill. You also have to know how to prioritize. Then also have user empathy in mind. So then when we are talking about user, the user is not even just the people that will get these products. The user extend beyond people that you are creating product for. That maybe the admin also. How easy is it for the admin to navigate the dashboard? How easy is it for the admin to understand certain things and all that? So that's as a product manager, you need to have these essential skills. Now, why product designers need to understand product management? So this is why we are here today. So some of us will be asking, okay, why do I need to understand? Don't I just need to design my product and just give me requirements. I've worked with product designers. Some don't like reading requirements. So we have to print the requirement documents and give to them. So, or we plaster it on the wall, or we, the notice board is there. Everybody must see this vision. So some of these product managers, they don't like product managers. Okay, sorry, I got distracted at the point. So some product managers, they don't even like to understand what the product is about. You just tell me what I need to design. They just go and get go to Figma community, go to Behance, go to Pinterest, and just take screen, replicate without understanding. So you need to understand the pain points of a product manager. Why do you need to get this? Why do you need to understand product management as a product manager? Number one, it will help you to better collaborate. So it's also better collaboration. So knowing product management helps align design decision with business goals. So when you understand product management, it helps you to align your decision, whatever design you are making, the colors, the flows, the animation and all that with the business goal. If the business is targeted at maybe young people, you won't be designing an interface that looks like that is ancient. You won't be using old kind of design, that modern design templates. So hero section nowadays, they are very clean and sleek. So I recently gave somebody a project to design, and he was designing all these ancient hero section for me. All this one that there will be picture at the background, and you just put a black layout on the screen, a black cover. I don't know if you know those kind of design. Like you are designing a website, there's a picture at the background, then a black cover at the top, then you just write the text in the middle. I'm like, the word I've moved from this guy, give me something more trendy, give me something trendy and all that. The person just did something, he just went back to do something, Shada. He has done something. But me, I was still not satisfied. And I paid this guy because I couldn't jump on it. I just put to bed. And it's a project that needs to go on. So I had to just jump on it and design that hero section myself to look something more trendier. So then holistic perspective is another reason why you need to understand product management. So you need to understand the why behind what you are designing. Why are we designing this product? Why? What is it for? Why? The why. You need to understand the why and the what of what you are designing. So you are not just designing blindly. You need to have that passion. That's, okay, please, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. You can continue.
Yeah. But you can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. So you need to have an holistic perspective about why you are designing a product. So like the assignments that are being posted in the community, you need to understand. If you understand the why, if you understand the what, it will help you in your design. So these are the work, these are the things that product managers have. But it's so painful that the designer, who is the first step after the product manager, they are not even really understanding the why. They're just designing whatever they feel like designing. So you need to understand the why, the what. Because the software developer, that's the worst. They are a special kind of set. They won't tell you that this thing, if you like, don't put padding. They will help you code it that way. If you like, don't put margin in your design. They will code it that way for you. So the product designers are the next step after the product managers. So the product manager is working close with you. So you need to understand. So don't just design something blindly without knowing why you are designing it. What is this product for? Who are the target audience? So you can even draw a user persona yourself. Though sometimes even the work that the product manager did not do, you can do it yourself to help you design something fantastic. It will help you in your color pattern. It will help you in the pictures you use. It will help you in the layouts and everything. Then another reason why you need to understand product management is enhance impact. Improve your It improves your design by incorporating user feedback, market needs, and technical constraints. So you have that understanding of market needs. You can even do some research on your own to find out. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the time. Donnie, I think our time is almost up,
Yeah, you
right?
can continue. We'll send a new link if it expires.
Okay. So you need to, sorry. Yeah, you can do some research on your own and
Sorry,
don't
good
just
evening.
say,
Can anybody hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Don't is that you?
No, that was not me,
Oh,
but you can continue.
okay,
Having network problem, so okay.
okay. Oh, it didn't
No,
join
Doyin, it looks
audio.
like you are the only one I can hear. I can't hear Faith at all.
Wow.
I can hear. Maybe you can
Is
try
can
to
you
log out
see
and join
me?
again.
Apart from doing, can any other person hear me? So that
Yes, we can hear you.
okay. Yeah, so you need to understand product management because you need to be thinking next level also. Yeah, you need to be thinking next level for your career growth. All right. When you have product management skill, you can easily apply for roles as senior product designers, senior UI UX designer. You can you can even transition into product management and also become a COO. So if you stay at the level of a UI UX designer, yeah, you can grow in that career path. But if you are thinking of management, if you are thinking of becoming a CEO, a product owner, and all that, you need to get product management skill. All right. So it helps you to transition into hybrid role. You can be a product manager in this company and a digital marketer, a product manager in this company and a UI UX designer in this one, a product designer, depending on what they call it. So you can have hybrid roles and you can transition into leadership positions. So if they are looking for someone to make head of operations, product manager, COO and all that, they will easily pick someone that has this product management skill and they can see that it's showing. Yeah, so if you want to grow in your career path, you need to look into product management. So like I said, it gives you an edge. All right. So if you know UI UX design and you transition into product management, it's very easy. It's very similar because you are the one that will be reviewing the product designers. So you know nobody can come and do any out design for you. Somebody will not put red on blue and a dark blue background with a dark red color on it and tell you that that's the design. So you have eye for design. You are the person that can easily transition, into leadership position. So let me move to benefit of product management skill for designers. So it's also the same thing. Empathy for stakeholders. So you have stakeholder empathy. You understand the trade-offs that PM face. So you understand the challenges, you understand the pain points of a product manager, and it helps you to design more pragmatic designs. So you design things that are beyond the ordinary. So my desire for those of us in design dive is that we should not design, just basic level design. The fact that you are in this community should give you that edge over just someone that is just designing without having a product management skill. So let me just take stronger influence. Now, if you have this skill, it helps shape not just how a product looks, but also what it does. So it gives you that edge for functionality. So you design things that are not just stagnant. So you want to go beyond just stagnant designs. You want to create things that are functional. You want to create things that are dynamic, things that, when people see them. There's someone I worked with, my previous COC, she always sent me back whenever I design. That was the time I was doing UI design under. Whenever I design, she send me back to say, Faith, I'm not feeling the wow. She say, I want that wow, that magical design. So you want to be able to create magical designs. When people open your design like this, they are just attracted to it. It's magical. Things are just perfect. All right. Now, okay, I duplicated that twice. I will delete that. So product management terminology that we need to know. I'll just quickly run through them. MVP is the minimum viable product, the smallest version of a product that delivers value to user. So as a UX designer, the product designer, when somebody's telling you to design something, you need to ask them, is this the MVP version? So you are not wasting time to design very elaborate something, and at the end of the day, the developers cannot code everything. So you need to know how to design the MVPs that can be launched, MVPs that have, the basic but essential functionalities of a product. So, and that's MVP. Then user stories. So when we are creating PRD documents as product managers, we always do user stories. So as an admin, I want to be able to add people to the dashboard. I want to be able to add users. I want to be able to upload costs. So user stories is a short description of user needs from their perspective. So what I do in my PRD document, I segment different users. So admin can be a user, the users, right? People that interact with the product. So as a user, I want to be able to do this. So let's use Facebook, for example. As a user, I want to be able to post and I want to be able to post a picture or a video. Then the user story of maybe anybody that sees your product or your post as a viewer, I should be able to like, I should be able to comment, I should be able to share and all that. Sorry, the meeting is almost ending. So we should go to the WhatsApp, right?
Yeah, I'll send you a link. Yes, we can just leave this one then.
All right.
So let's just stop here for now. I will send a new link and we can leave this one.
Okay, so let me quickly move on. So backlog is a prioritized list of features and tasks. So when the product manager say we have these are the backlogs for sprint 1 or sprint 2. So it's a list of prioritized feature and tasks that maybe you as the product designer needs to start working on. All right. So there's a project we are currently working on at my place of work. Is a project that have multiple sections. So each of those sections can be standalone products, but they want us to incorporate like 8 different functionalities that are very holistic on their own into one platform. All right. So as the product manager, I had to like list and prioritize each of them, and the backlog and what we need to work with each sprint. All right. So as the product designer, don't say because you have all the idea, you want to go and be designing the one that they say you should do last as the first. So you need to follow the backlog. Then roadmap, strategic plan outlining product goals and timelines. So your product, as the product designer, you need to understand this also. KPIs, measure product success, OKRs, objective and key results, the goal and measurable outcome for the product. Then sprint, so be anything like sprint. So sprint is a time box, commonly 1 to 2 weeks period to complete specific tasks in agile methodology. So we'll be learning different methodology of product management. All right, there are 2 major ones, but one of them is agile. So in agile methodology, we take projects by sprints. All right. So you run with them, you do stand up, you review, you ensure that everything is complete, then you move on to another one or another sprint. So then we also have what we call the PRD. So it's a product requirement document. So before you design something, you need to have your product requirement document. So even if you are doing, I want us to challenge ourselves with this. So I've seen some of the assignments that have been posted. So when you have an assignment, you can even create a product requirement document, generate it. Thank God we have AIs that can help us generate and turn our ideas into something nice, into something elaborate for us. So generate your product requirement document and work with it. If your peer, your product manager is not giving you product requirement document, ask for it. Let her go or let him go and develop it and give you. It will help you to know what you are designing. So because your product requirement document will contain the goals, the features, functionality, user stories, and everything you need to work with in order to create very great designs. Now, other essential for product designers, you need to be able to balance creativity with functionality. So user-centric design meets business needs. Sorry, this is just jam-packed together. I'm supposed to like align. So you need to be able to balance creativity with functionality. So you are creative, you want to do something. I've seen some designs that are not achievable, especially on Instagram. If you see what people are designing and posting on Instagram, UI UX communities on Instagram or YouTube. So some things that the developers cannot even code. So whatever you are designing, developers should be able to code them. So you are designing something. Oh, I don't know the example that we used to give in, but I've seen some very crazy things that, and in design, in terms of code design, it does not follow. So you need to know some basic stuff and some things that there are some global rules for UI UX design, all right, for product design. You need to follow those rules. Then also work with your developers. Can they code it? Can they design it? Sorry, build it? All right. So you need to, as you are doing your creativity, you need to be able to balance it with functionality. All right. This thing, can it function? Can it be used? Will it not be difficult? Is it also scalable? So the product manager wants to know if this product that we are designing, is it scalable? Can we, if we want to like scale it and expand the scope, can we? All right. Is market demanding for it? Then design thinking plus product thinking. So you must be able to combine empathy, ideation, and iteration with a business strategy to create impactful products. So combine empathy, put yourself in the user's shoes, ideate, iterate, with the business strategy to create impactful products. Then stakeholder management is also one thing that you need to know how to do. So you need to learn how to communicate and advocate for user needs while you are aligning with the stakeholder goals. Then data-driven design. Understand how to use analytics and user research to inform decision. So these are also the work of product manager. So you may not be doing these things like if you are not in the shoe of if you are not the product manager in the organization, most of the bulk of this work will be with them, but you need to know it so that you are able to work and run with it. Now, decision making from a PM perspective. Now, what are the trade-offs PM make? Number one, scope versus timeline. Now, the project is given to you. What can we deliver within this timeline? So some people give you a project, and they say they want it to be delivered within. So there's a project, that verification project that I told you about that we got. The client was telling us that they want it delivered in 2 weeks. We were like, hey, 2 weeks, okay. When I went back as the product manager to do the realistic breakdown of this thing, this project will take us 3 months realistically. And we have to tell the client, so what can we deliver within constraints? Then user needs versus business goal. Which is prioritized? Which one should we prioritize? Is it what the user needs and what the business goal? So these are the things that the PM, the challenge. As a product manager, you should be able to prioritize which one is important, maybe at a point or maybe in the during the course of the entire project. So you'll be able to be shuffling all those goals. Then features as usability. As a product manager, your perspective, you are concerned about, okay, if we have all these features, which one is usable? So you see Facebook, you see Instagram, they are rolling out some features. So there was a time, I told you I did digital marketing. I was managing an account for someone that is based in Canada. And this Instagram, I didn't see that feature in the other Nigerian accounts that I was managing. On this particular account, you can switch. It's called flip side. You can flip to another world on Instagram. You can add just the people you want to add to that world. It has the same features, as the Instagram, but it's like dark color. Or I don't know if you can change it, but my own was showing, that account was showing dark color. They call it flip side. So you just see it at the side, so you can flip. So the Instagram will rotate. So I guess they tested it and it was not working and all that. I don't know, maybe people are not using it. It's nice, but maybe people are not using it. So I no longer was seeing that feature. So you need to be able to balance functionality and simplicity. So they have UI UX designer, product manager that are working in-house to ensure that, okay, what are people using? Is it simple enough for them to use it? Are people even actually using this function? All right. Then yeah. So what are the examples? Sometimes we have a feature that is great for users but costly to develop. So these are the things that PM struggle with. So it is great for users to have it, but for them to develop it, it's very costly. I told you about the verification system. They wanted face verification, but they don't have the money to put into it. So we have to like trash that or put that under the bonnet so that we can do something that is achievable with the budget that they have. Then tight deadlines. So if there's a tight deadline, as a product manager, you need to, tight deadline might require design compromises. So you need to know what you can design at a particular time. Yeah, so I wanted us to talk about this case study, but I'm just going to go through it and that'll be all for today. So for example, your team is designing a new onboarding flow for an app. Now the business goal is to increase conversion by 15%. Users find the current onboarding too long. Technical constraint, development time is limited to 3 weeks. So these are the things, the concerns. So what should the PM prioritize? How would you design with these constraints in mind? So I don't know if one or two people want to answer this. So your team is designing a new onboarding flow for an application. So there's an existing application. You are designing a new onboarding flow. So these are the problems, the issues, or what they want achieved. Now, we want increased conversion by 15%. Now, the users are finding it hard to onboard. Onboarding is taking too long, and the development time is limited to 3 weeks. What should the PM prioritize? And how would you design with these constraints in mind? I don't know if anybody wants to respond.
Okay, but I want to ask that what is the total like time that's like the entire time for the project? Because if development time is 3 weeks, what about time for design? What about time for review? Is that not part of
Yeah, so that development time is including design and even review, demo to clients and development. So what will you do as a PM in that case?
Well, this is just me thinking of the board. Is it actually feasible? That's the first thing. Like, if it's not feasible, why like do it? And also, if we can now do it, assuming it's feasible, then we'll have to, like, as you said, trade-offs. That means that
Yeah.
we would have to like maybe use agile, like do it very fast, and we'll focus on like feeling and doing. Like, we'll not try to achieve perfection, even in design in that sense. Like, we'll just try
Yeah.
to get MVP out, and then we can go over time. So that's how I think I would handle if I were the one. Maybe anybody has any other idea, you can feel free to.
Does any other person have what to say about this?
Right, okay, I have an idea. Firstly, if I was the one, I think the first thing that I would do, 3 weeks is actually short, but the first thing I'll probably do is like do an evaluation, probably have a sit down with some of our current customers and identify where and what part of the onboarding they're actually having issues with. So if you then identify, okay, this is where they're having issues. This is what is making them annoyed and making them drop off. You can then decide, okay, if which of these things can we remove for now, and we can deliver within this time period, and we can also develop it within this time period. So it's just like you said, a PM has to be able to prioritize. So when you already know what's out the things that the users are having issues with, you just have to prioritize what you can deliver within that time frame. And then when you have something that you can actually deliver, then you can then tell the stakeholders that, okay, this is because of the short timeline that we had, this is what we're able to do. But if we had more time, we still have more ideas on how we can reduce the onboarding process. So I think that is how I would go about it.
That's also a great strategy too. Yeah. So it just made me remember that project I said have like 8 holistic stuff that they want to put in to one. They want to just integrate everything. So it's a project they gave us. So the clients we've already built like 2 applications for that client that are standalone. Then he came back to say, okay, he wants other features, not just even features, other functionalities. So it's just like maybe, okay, I don't want to just the project is still in process. Let me know, play it out. So like he gave us 3 months or 4 months to deliver. So what I went back to my team member, I had to tell them that, okay, we have these 2 existing apps functioning separately, but they're saying they want new design. How can we do designer? What are we going to do? Do we have the UI UX design of the former one? What can we change? Can we change the color? Can we just change some things, to make it seem new and fantastic? So by that, we've saved time to develop 2 of that 8 products. 2 of that 8 functionalities. So we just change some things like Aisha said. So what are the things they don't like? Let's remove it. If there are some features that they are complaining about in those old ones, we can remove it and just try to stay within time and ensure that we deliver something new and something very fast. All right. Yeah. Then our key takeaway for today. Now, what is the PM role? The PM role is the glue between users, business, and technology. So as a product manager, the product manager is the glue between users, business, and technology. The person that brings everybody together. Collaboration is key. Designers and product managers, they must align on goals. So I told you that after a product manager, the next step is the designers. So if the product manager have successfully finished battling with the designer before he or she will go to the development people to start battling with them. All right. So you need to work hand in hand with the designer and with the product managers, and you need to have this skill in mind so that when your product manager is coming to tell you that let me look for somebody's name I can call you. I can't see my participants again. Okay. If it's calling Jeremiah, you know, some product designers that they used to fight. Product PMs and then designers, the fight used to be very plenty. So if the person said, Jeremiah, design this thing for me. This is not division. You too, you know that. I can't hear you. Somebody is saying something.
I think she mistakenly on mute. Like she's not.
Okay. So you will know from where the product manager is speaking, and you will collaborate with him or her to create something very fantastic, something very functional and beautiful. Then think beyond design. So the problem with a lot of product designers is that they're just based on their mindset is just based on design. They want to do something, wow, fantastic and all that. But beyond design, what is the business impact and feasibility? What's, beyond just design, functionality, the business impact, feasibility. Then ask questions also. Ask a lot of questions. Don't just get product from, your PRD document from the product manager. Ask questions. Understand the why of the product. As you are designing, you can ask your friends, ask your colleague. You may be designing an onboarding for an app and it is taking like 5 to 10 screen. Can we shorten it? Work with people that you have, the person that sits next to you in the office or something. Just run the thing by the person, get feedback. And one issue I also have with some of my designers is they don't like feedback. Abeg, don't be a designer that don't like feedback. Feedback help you grow. Ask question, get understanding. For me to become, I won't say I'm fantastic, but I know that I can design. I know. And I didn't get here at the point and like in a day. My CEO, I love her so much. She's no longer with us. She was one that really I used to think I know how to design and all that. This lady, she had worked with an organization that she has seen fantastic, amazing designs. And me, I'm here still doing local champion. When she started showing me designs, I knew that, wow, there is another level to this thing. So when I design, she will tell me, she will show me, she will take me to different websites and show me different things. Show me then I got those feedback. I took them, I run with them, and I was within a short period of time. She didn't stay with us for long, but within that short period, because I was getting feedback, I do myself. Then I just digressed a bit. So be someone that gets feedback. As you are posting in the community and Doyin is giving us feedback, is telling you that this color is this one. Don't get frustrated. Take it, run with it, and you will see within some months' time, you see the kind of designer you will be. Then lastly, understand the why behind making the decision. Why does the product manager say this thing is not fine? Or why is she saying this thing is not functioning like you want? Understand the why behind every decision that is being made concerning a product. Why should users have access to this? why does the stakeholder need this thing? So put yourself in their shoe and we get the answer to those questions. So with that, I'll call it, I'll stop here. If there's any question, I will address them at this point. If there is none, I'll hand over to doing. Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions so far? This one nobody's asking questions. Does it mean that we that we all understand? Does anybody have any questions so far? Okay, Aisha, you can speak.
Okay, thank you very much. So my question is going to be bordering on something we've not really discussed, but because I know over the next 3 months we'll still talk about it. But one thing I know is that product managers, you also mentioned that product managers do like market analysis, they carry out research to know if a product is viable and like what users think. So if, for example, you have a project, you have designers, you have software developers, you have the product manager, and designers too are supposed to do like research. Can a designer that is working with you skip their own research and work solely on your own research since you've basically done research too? Or do they have to do their own thing again all over?
Well, I wouldn't say you, so the research that the product manager is doing, it may just be limited to users, to get, okay, for example, they want to build a product that help women to track their day-to-day activities. So the product manager may just do a survey to say, okay, would you like an application that help you track your day-to-day activity? What are the functionalities that you like to see? Tick if this is important, if this is necessary and all that. So the product manager may just do some research, and she may not be doing, or he or she may not be doing, sorry, I'm using she a lot because I'm a female, may not be doing research about design, about functionality. There are some points we may put functionality there, but you as the product manager, you like take over the role, you leave your own job and be doing the product manager's job, except if the person say, okay, let's collaborate on this, my research and all that. So you shouldn't take your own time. So, but as the product designer, the kind of research you may want to do, are there other applications? So for me, because I understand design, if you want to do something, if you want to design a product, I used to do research with, I used to search in that kind of product, if they've developed it in India, in China, in this one, I will just put it there, or I will search it on Google, then I will go to Play Store and search. It will come out. The other time I wanted to design an application for like a cake application. I have to go search some other country to see if they are done those kind of designs or those kind of products. So you may want to do those kind of research that have to do with those kind of products. If those kind of products have been developed, how are those things being designed? What is the flow and all that? You can do those kind of research. You can also do research about usability, how long are they still functional, how many downloads and all that. So you can do some of those things. So you can also work with the PM to do their research. I don't know if that answered your question or if there's any other thing to say.
Okay, maybe I can just add to the response that she gave. As if from what she has said, and even from the articles that we put up, you will notice that the way a product manager looks at design, yes, or even products, is different from the way a designer looks at. Like there are two different things. Do you get? It's two different worlds.
Yeah.
And the goal of this learning roadmap is for us to like merge like those worlds together, because in actual fact they are related. And because, as she has said, she complained about designers being myopic as per you get into a product, you don't even get to the product at the beginning. You get there from the product life cycle, as we'll see later on. Like you are not getting there when the when they have done all the groundwork. You are getting there when they are giving you something to work with. So that it's not just enough that you receive that and then just run with it. Understand what has happened before you get the idea or the PRD or the brief like got to you. And so when it comes to like designing like product, from my own experience, what I know is that as the PM does their own research, as a designer, you also do your own research. Like, and your own research is not just like visibility, like they will do, like it's not focused, it's not product focused.
Mhm.
You are more focused,
Yeah.
okay, which UI, like which application has done it before, computer
Yes.
analysis, like
Yeah.
both direct and indirect, like which guys are offering the same product or to a similar audience. Like you get all those insights together. You to do your own computer analysis, like you look at okay, how do these guys do their own onboarding, this XYZ flow? Like you pick out like let's say like 5, 6 apps or that are they may provide that information with you, but it's still like it doesn't matter whatever research has been done. As a designer, you need to do your own research because if you don't do research, how can you explain your design decisions? Like, how can you explain that what you are doing is not based on vibes? Like, it's actually like working. The only way you
Yeah.
can show it is because there's data. Like, you can say, okay, look at Nike, look at XY, look at the way they did their own, and look at our own. You can see that
Yeah.
it's similar because users also, another thing to notice is that users are not just using your own product, they have used other products, they are using other application. Your own is not even the first to happen. Like you will never be the first to have a first idea or something like that. So it means that users, because there's this UX law that says that users are already used to other products, and then it should work the way they are being used other products. So your own cannot just be unique and just be get out of space without following any pattern that people are already used to. So that it's still
Yeah.
down to you doing your own research and then get your ideas together, understand what has happened before, understand the brief, and then do your own research that will help you when you're designing. So I think that really sums it up. Does anybody have any other questions that you would like to ask? Or we understand? Okay. If nobody has, it's all right. I think we could just call it a wrap. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Thanks so much. Our tutor. Thank you so much. Really appreciate. Even me, I know I'm still going
Yeah.
to like come back to listen to this. Like I'll still come back to listen. So thank you very much.